Hi, I'm Honggang. Welcome to Gemba Geek. Today, I'm in Xuyu, a small manufacturing town about 5 hours drive from Suzhou. I came here to visit Zhicheng, a factory that specializes in textile bags. Everything from cooler bags to cosmetic cases to outdoor travel gear. Factories like this rarely appear in grocery magazines or supply chain reports, but they are the backbone of global retail. And I want to understand how they operate at a practical day-to-day level. Jim, the founder, personally showed me every part of the production flow. Let me walk you through what I learned. Xuyu is a small manufacturing town about 5 hours from Suzhou. People outside the industry may not know its name, but inside the soft goods world, Xuyu is one of the regions that keeps global retail supply chain running. Zhicheng, the factory we are visiting today, focuses on textile bags, insulated cooler bags, cosmetic bags, shopping totes, and a range of outdoor travel products. The founder Jim walks us through the facility himself. He has spent years building the factory, not around flashy machinery, but around stable production flow, skill development, and practical problem solving. His logic is simple. If a bag is shaped well and sewn consistently, everything else becomes easier. This is a type of factory where the general manager knows every stitch line and every bottleneck, and that's exactly what we came to see. We start in the cutting room. In soft goods manufacturing, this is the foundation. If the cutting is accurate and the stacking is organized, the downstream sewing becomes much more predictable. Almost every product here begins in the cutting room. Rolls of fabrics arrive from upstream suppliers. Before any cutting begins, workers verify the fabric grain, color consistency, and direction of the lamination. For cooler bags, this alignment determines insulation performance later in the process. Zhicheng uses a mix of manual cutting, die cutting, and automatic cutting, depending on batch size and material type. The rule is simple. Use a process that gives the most predictable result. Cutting accuracy is one of the most important variables in soft goods manufacturing. A few millimeters of deviation here can turn into a large shape problem later when panels no longer match. Jim shows how each panel is labeled, checked, and stacked to stop downstream sewing. The cutting room sets the baseline for everything that follows. Next, we moved to the sewing workshops. What impressed me here wasn't just the number of machines, it was the logic behind the line layout. Each station is tuned for a stable rhythm, and Jim talks about operator skills with a lot of respect and detail. This is where craftsmanship lives. The sewing workshop covers multiple production lines. Some lines handle light fabrics, other handles heavy multiple layer assemblies. Some stations install zippers, others bind edge or reinforce handles. Each workstation is arranged with one idea in mind, keeps the cycle time stable. If the operation is too slow, it's split. If the operation is too fast, it's merged. This is a soft goods version of takt-time balancing. Jim talks about operator skill levels and how different tasks require different competencies. You can see the logic in the layout. Zipper specialists take on the complicated runs, appearance operators, hand curves, and structure panels. Throughout the workshop, reference samples hang next to each station. Workers frequently compare the in-process pieces with these golden samples to keep variation under control. As we discuss engineering samples and customer requirements, I realized how much tribal knowledge is embedded in this factory. Many of the decisions here can only be made by people who have worked with textiles for years. Zhicheng handled a wide range of customers, Japanese brands that demand precision, European companies focused on sustainability, and domestic brands that iterate rapidly. Jim explained the development cycle in detail: RFQ, sample proofing, engineering refinement, pilot run, mass production, internal inspection, customer review. Many problems are not technical. there are communication issues. For example, a zipper that looks strange under low load, but curves under tension, or a handle that feels strong in the sample room but behaves differently in batch production. The factory keeps shelves of historical samples. Some are perfect engineering references, some are failed samples used to teach new engineers what can go wrong. This archive becomes part of the company's collective memory. Finally, packaging. It seems simple, but it becomes a real engineering topic when you are dealing with structure foam, aluminum foil layers, or shape-critical cosmetic bags. Quality control runs through the entire factory, not only at the end. Cut partners are measured. Inline sewing inspectors check critical seams. Zippers are tested repeatedly. Handles are stress tested. After final assembly, each product is cleaned and folded according to the customer's specific requirements. Packaging seems simple, but it's often more complex than sewing itself. Different customers demand unique folding templates, label positions, and canton configurations. A cooler bag that is folded incorrectly can lose its shape during long-distance shipping. By the time a finished batch reaches the warehouse, dozens of small decisions have already been made to ensure consistency. This is the craftsmanship that keeps global supply chains stable. This visit reminds me that manufacturing is really about people, processes, and accumulated experience. Behind every bag you see in a store, there are hundreds of small, precise decisions that most consumers never notice. Thank you for joining me on this visit to Zhicheng. See you next time.